The applause was still echoing when she stepped up to the microphone. This was her moment. Years of study, sleepless nights, and relentless ambition condensed into one flawless speech. I was proud. Right until her eyes locked on mine. Her voice didn't waver. I've decided to start a new life, without you. Gasps rippled through the audience, followed by awkward laughter, but she pressed on. She gestured toward the crowd. And I'd like you all to meet someone who's been supporting me. Row 3, center seat, Mark. A friend. No, my friend. Surrounded by people who used to be ours. He sat there, calm as stone. The room fell silent. I smiled, slow, deliberate. Congratulations on your honesty. I walked up and placed an envelope in her hand. Before she could open her mouth again, I turned and left. Her scream caught up to me just as I reached the door. We met in the rain. Cliché, yes, but I was 25 and still naive enough to believe fate was the language of love. She was in her second year of med school, balancing lectures, 2 part-time jobs, and a hunger for more than life had given her. I was stability, she was fire. We built everything side by side, my paycheck keeping us afloat while she chased her dream. Every spare cent went to her tuition, her rent, her meals. I told myself we were a team. Love makes you generous and foolish. The cracks appeared in whispers. Her phone face down more often. A new perfume I never bought. Nights out that bled into dawn. And then came Mark. He became a fixture. Group dinners, game nights. He laughed too loudly at her jokes, and she leaned toward him without thinking. The night I knew for certain. She came home wearing his cologne. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I played the long game. First, I quietly moved our joint account into my name alone. Budgeting, I told her. She didn't protest. I got a new credit card in my name, stopped contributing to hers. I checked our lease. My name was the only one on it. She never cared before, so she didn't notice. While she drowned in finals, I visited a lawyer. Every dollar I'd spent, tuition, her car, the apartment, documented. Not gifts but loans. A paper trail she couldn't erase. Then, I reached out to Mark's wife. She deserved to know. Screenshots, photos, a neat timeline. Her reply was short. Let's make them regret this. Graduation day. I wore the suit she'd chosen for me 2 years earlier. She shone in her cap and gown, searching for me in the crowd. She expected applause, devotion, pride. But I'd already won before she began speaking. The envelope I'd handed her wasn't just paper. It was a letter from my lawyer. Notice of divorce, a demand for full repayment of her tuition with interest, a claim for the car still in my name, and copies of every piece of evidence sent to the hospital that had offered her a position. Mark's name was there too, another employee, another scandal. I knew she'd open it on stage. I knew her voice would falter for the first time that day. The applause vanished. She called out my name, but I didn't turn. In the weeks that followed, everything fell apart. Mark's wife filed for divorce, taking half of what he owned. He moved into a cramped one-bedroom. He and my wife didn't last a month. The hospital withdrew her job offer, citing character concerns. Without the job, she lost the apartment. I personally collected the car from the curb. My lawyer called it a clean strike. I called it balance. Revenge isn't a fire, it's ice. You take your time. You keep still. You let them believe they're ahead. Right until they realize they can't breathe without you, because you've taken away the air. People asked if I missed her. I didn't. I missed who I thought she was. That version of her died the night. She came home smelling like Mark's cologne. The last time I saw her, she was outside a bus station, 2 suitcases at her feet, scrolling through her phone like it might save her. She didn't see me. I walked on. Justice doesn't always wear the face of a fight. Sometimes it's just letting them live with what's left when the game they were playing turns on them. Love might be blind. But divorce? That's the kind of light that burns your eyes open.